So, hello, welcome back to our Tomb of Annihilation stream. My Brotherhood of Dice. Yay.
Boop, boop.
Without further ado, hand it over to the bard.
Who's that then?
We don't know. We've got someone that keeps attempting to be one.
Yes, failing awfully. So we, Rasmussen decided that he wasn't going to murder us outright, which was a pleasant surprise. And then it turned out that the constant insulting him resulted in him realizing he might have been a bit of a patsy for Asherak. So he was going to give us one of his cubes. Turned out the cube had been stolen. In other words, our little incursion into their Fane of the Night Serpent had been a bit of a distraction, which we kind of suspected was one of the ploys Dyson might have undertaken. And his cube was gone. So we were given all our stuff back and sent off to go attempt to retrieve our stuff. The battle started a little hinky, but we focused in on Dyson and basically the monks beat the living crap out of him, more or less. Well, one monk and a druid, and then the other wizards sort of took themselves off, fled using improved invisibility. So now we're stripped Dyson of all his useful stuff. Got to find out what it does. And and then once we recuperate, I assume we're going to try and get into the temple using the 9 cubes and uncover what Asherak's up to with the soulmonger.
Okay, so there was also the Cade got his revenge by doing the killing blow and munching down on Dyson while transforming into a T-Rex.
Vomiting him back up.
Which unfortunately was a unforeseen consequence to that, of course, as Dyson was carrying Cade's familiar. Not a normal summon familiar, a pseudo-dragon familiar.
Oh dear.
Kid is not happy. He's mourning his dragon. I like to bury the dragon if it's possible.
Yep, yes, you can bury Luna if you wish.
Fufuk tries to console Cade by saying, "Look, I've seen flying snakes in Chult. Maybe we could get a flying snake to replace them."
I don't think so. Anyone can replace her.
I don't know. Flying snake would be useful.
Thanks for the offer.
Oh, okay. Right, can I, while Cade's burying his flying pseudo-dragon, could Fufuk identify the magical items that we've lifted off Dyson's cooling corpse?
You can start the process. Don't forget, there's also Mudgraw who's barely alive, sort of on the floor, still. I think you untied him. I presume you untied him.
Yeah, I was seeing to him to stabilise.
So Mudgraw's in a bad way, and he can't apologise enough for getting snuck up on. And he basically relates what happened. So basically, they were during just last night. The camp was attacked by Dyson and his full entourage. And as you can imagine, there was very little that Mudgraw could do against them. And
we always knew a possibility, didn't we?
And basically he was quickly captured. They tore the campsite apart and found the cubes, despite Mudgraw trying to trying to
them in his
mislead
person
them.
pocket.
Yeah. Trying to mislead them, but
We
yeah,
were all
they,
thinking it.
yeah, caught him trying to put the first one in.
I only got 3 in before they stopped me. Sorry.
Lovely.
So Mudgrow's in a pretty bad way.
You guys ever hear about the ooh-ah bird?
No.
Ooh-ah bird, it lays square eggs.
What? Oh god.
There's an animal that
Sorry.
does square poo.
It's the wombat.
Wombat, yeah, that's it. Yeah, wombat.
Actually
Square poo.
piles them up, yeah.
Mm,
Weird.
yeah.
Sorry. Please
Scat
do
fetish.
carry on.
Wombat. Right, so I suppose you've not had a proper description of the area, have you yet? So because you turned up here and pretty much straight into combat. Here we are. Okay, so oop. Back at the beginning. So so where you are now, near the base of the cliffs, there is, which you can probably see, this quite ornate looking thing. There's a 15-foot tall obelisk of cracked stone draped with vines and black moss. Behind it, on the north side, at the base of the cliff, you can see a dark passageway partially obscured by withered creepers, and a second, smaller tunnel burrows into the base of the cliff to the east. Pardon me. I do apologise.
So there are 2 sort of entrances, I suppose you would call it, to the cliff.
Yes.
There's one looking like fresh, like they were just trying to dig a hole into the side of the cliff.
The one to the north, the wider one is when you first arrived. One of the wizards, one of the female wizards was like examining the entrance.
Hmm. Okay. But were these like always been here, or were they like casting like rock to mud, or like some kind of pass, like stone shape or something like that, to like try and make a tunnel?
No, it looks like they were. Yeah, they haven't artificially uncovered them. No.
Do I get to use stone cutting again for the second time ever?
So
We look to the origin of stonework.
So where, if you remember, Dyson and I can't forget her name, and the other wizard, the one that was like her face was half young and half ancient. They were both examining this obelisk, and on one side you can see they've cut and cleared away some of the vines, and there's an inscription. They've uncovered an inscription on one side of the base of the obelisk.
Mm.
Is it in a language that any of us understand?
It is in common.
Jolt.
Yes.
How bizarre.
It's on the south
What's it
side of
say?
it. What does it say? It says, "Fear the night when the Forsaken One seizes death's mantle, and the seas dry up and the dead rise, and I, Asarak the Eternal, reap the world of the living. Those who dare enter take heed. Their enemies oppose. One stands between them. In darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child. The keys turn on the inside only." And I've got a
You can
copy
pop
of that
in
for you.
Thank you.
Somewhere.
Oh, I'll be 2 minutes.
There we go. There you go.
Mm.
And there's a copy in the journal as well now. So, what are you doing?
Oh, the paragraph underneath, the bottom paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
Newer than the top. Is it been created by a different hand or something?
No. It looks like it was done. Well, as far as you can tell, maybe Tackling can use his his knowledge of stonework
No fucking
to
way.
determine that with any accuracy. But it looks like it was done at the same time. I mean, the last sentence of the first paragraph sort of references this sort of. It's not really a poem, is it? I'm not quite sure what you call that.
Situational bonus +8.
The colon.
Ah, shit.
That end of heed.
I would say that's quite low, but I'd say that's sufficient because it's not anything. Yeah, so yeah, Tacklings confirms that he strongly suspects that it were the whole inscription was done made at the same time.
Just a quick team talk. We got told that from here on out it's going to be a death trap, so be on your guard, no rushing in front, etc., etc. Maybe a marching order. What we're doing about Mudgrow? Is he coming?
I don't know.
Does he want to come, or
So Mudgrow's he fears that it would be little assistance, but he won't shirk on his responsibilities. If you want him to, if you need him to come with you, he will accompany you.
Guys, I've rolled some cure light wounds and just made a note of where I was aiming them at if you want to update your health. So, Cade, you get 22.
No, thank you.
Tackling got 13.
I did. Thank you.
Cool. Okay. You guys have got so many hit points, I can't tell if your bars have moved or not. Mudcrawl got 11. A lucky plucker. Oh, look at that, it's full. Right, so yeah. So Fufuk spent a couple of minutes doing that. Cade's digging a hole for his friend.
Do we want to relay what's just happened to Rasnasai? Because I've got that sending stone onto. Do you want to fill him in on the fact we've killed head honcho, or who we believe to be the head honcho of the incursion?
Oh, what's his face now? Back in Nyanzaru.
Well, yeah, we could do Nyanzaru, but I've got that sending stone for Rasnasai as well, haven't I?
You're sending stones send to whoever you want.
I'm not sure. He gave me
No,
one.
it's just connected to a specific one.
Okay.
Same type as what that leader had.
Yeah.
I've got one level 3 spell left. I can use that as a sending. Do we want? I mean, if I use it up, I'm literally got right now. I've got one spell per spell level and cantrips.
We're going to have to take a short rest anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean that does nothing for spells for me.
Right.
So
I vote
I mean,
short, because it's been a while since we checked in.
okay, so I'll use the level 3 then to send a message to.
No. I'm just pointing it out to group. I'm saying I think it's been a long time since we checked in back home, hasn't it? I can't remember the last time we spoke to somebody.
Yeah, we need
2-3 days.
to, what's his face? So, Wakanga.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So I'll compose something to Kwakanga.
Okay.
We haven't found the Shield Guardian yet, but
It's a totally different direction, isn't it?
yeah.
Pretty much opposite corner of map.
Nice.
So what's the rest of you doing while Fufuk is mentally communicating with Wakanda?
I will do the same with Rasnasai and just whatever information that, well, yeah, I guess we just tell him we've killed Dyson and that the Red Wizards are on the loose. Some pretty powerful Red Wizards.
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
What is Asherax? What is this place that we're about to enter? Is it
The Tomb of the Nine Gods.
okay?
Does sending stones work both ways?
Yes.
Yes.
So he could relay us with any information
Yeah.
that he
So-
has about the temple.
So you don't get any. There's no response, or no verbal response from Rasnasai, other than you you understand that he received the message, but you get no reply.
He left me on read, son of a bitch.
They even send a read receipt.
Cool. Pick around for any loot then. Was there anything else got dropped?
Okay.
Including this big sword?
Big sword.
Yeah.
On the
big
map, just above
sword.
Tappy.
Oh, yeah. Ignore that. So yeah. Other than the swords that the mercenaries had and their crossbows, there's very little. Like I said, they weren't even wearing any armor to speak of. And you've already pillaged
To what?
rifled
To what,
through.
isn't it?
You what? Sorry. Well, yes,
what?
yes. And of course, you've already rifled through Dyson's corpse.
Penalty for wearing armour, isn't there, in Chult?
There is.
Did Cade find out what we picked up off of Dyson?
Oh well, not yet. It'll
accidentally.
take a while to do that, won't it?
No, but
Right.
real world, it disconnected, didn't it? We got there was that staff, a ring.
Oh right, sorry, I see what you mean.
I've just
Yes.
posted in the chat what I'll send in sending.
So Dyson, he had a dagger, which is quite the hilt's quite ornate. It's got like a dragon motif on the hilt. I believe, let me see. Yep, he was wearing a ring and also carrying a black wooden staff. This wooden staff made out of this black, sort of almost spongy
Pool
like
noodle.
wood
The pool noodle.
that you recognise as belonging to
Henwin.
Henwin.
Fafuk and Cade can spend 30 minutes casting Identify on it if then we can roll Arcana checks.
I don't think so. Cade is in the mindset to do anything like that. I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay. Fafuk will ritually cast Detect Magic then, and then ritually cast Identify.
Okay, so casting Detect Magic, you also pick up a magical aura coming from Dyson's cloak.
I'm having a short rest while all this is going off, Phil.
Okay.
Yeah, you may as well. It's going to take at least 40 minutes if they're 4 items. No, 50 minutes because of Detect Magic. Okay.
Yeah, and I can't with the identifying stuff. Don't forget, you need a long rest studying it as well.
Yeah. So we know what's magical,
Yes.
and we've cast Identify on all of them, and
So
now we're basically cuddling the items for a long rest.
no,
we're not taking a long rest, but we know we need to cuddle them.
Yeah, and study them and use Arcana while you're doing identifying stuff.
How many hit dice can we use on a short rest? As many as we want.
That was my understanding.
Cool.
But you only get half back when you do a full rest.
Yeah.
Oh yes, of course. Brilliant shit.
That'll do.
Damn it.
Okay, so the cloak radiates illusion magic. The ring.
Yeah, it's better.
Abjuration. And the staff.
Wait, that's close enough. So ring, abjuration, cloak, illusion, and staff. I'm guessing transmutation being probably a druid.
Necromantic magic is on the staff.
Ooh, the other one was necromantic as well, wasn't it? That were death staff, as I recall.
And
I think you could summon shadows with it, couldn't you?
And the dagger?
Nothing.
No.
It's not magic.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, cool. Right, well, Fufuk does like pretty things, so I'm quite happy with the dagger. The cloak, that's a tricky one.
They do.
No, not really. Because I can do stuff, you see, with spells if I want to. So it's almost better if that's not me. So maybe, well, yeah, maybe somebody else. I don't know. We don't know what it is yet. And the ring abjuration, I assume, is going to be like a ring of protection. So I would say somebody needs armor class.
I don't have any rings at the moment.
Yep. So spreading that stuff about would probably make more sense. The staff, I'd say Cade is probably more likely to be able to use it, but if it was a druid staff, then it's probably better with Tacklin, though Tacklin's fighting strategies typically turn into a big spider and
I don't think
rage
it's going to
spider
be a.
attack stuff.
I don't think it's going to be a druid stuff. It'll be a necromantic.
I don't think I've got any
Well-
use for this stuff at all.
Yeah, so I mean, Cade,
Yeah.
do you want to take the staff and see if you can work out what it does?
I will in time. Yes. I'm taking it if you want me. I'm not working on this at the moment. I have other.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Right.
The illusion I mean, I don't know. I assume it's some kind of like, because we know that Dyson was like almost like projecting his image at least once or twice when we dealt with him previously. So maybe it's allows you to cast some kind of illusion spells, or maybe it displaces your image or something like that. And then, yeah, I'm quite happy if Tacklin, you want to use the ring of what I assume is protection. You know, people who get hit more should have higher armor classes. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, well, once we'll see what the ring and the cloak do first of all. Then we just give you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, we need to allocate them out at least initially, so that we spend time with the stuff. If that makes sense. Otherwise, we're just carrying a bundle until we get to long rest. Or, sorry, Phil, I suppose I should ask, do you need the people who are doing the identifying to be carrying these things?
Yes.
Okay. All right, chaps, hand it all over.
I picked up I've got it written down as a snaky glaive. Did that give off any kind of magical properties? I don't know when I picked that up.
Oh my god.
A
A sneaky glaive.
I just call it a snaky glaive.
I might need a bit more info than that.
We must have picked it up. I'll go back through the videos, but yeah, I'm going to assume not. When did we met that big golden snake? Anyway, I'll find out for you.
Okay. Radio.
Well, I imagine for the moment what we're doing is just studying this obelisk.
You're breaking up again a bit. Keys again.
I was saying we have a look around this obelisk and see if there's anything else that's of interest. Scrape away the rest of the vines, see what else there is there.
Okay. So Cade's like doing funeral arrangements in mourning. So Obold is examining this obelisk for Fuchs. Checking out the magic, examining the magic, studying these magic items. What is Tacklin and Luhai doing then?
I'm taking a short rest.
tell you were taking a short rest. You can
I
do
also took a short rest.
light activity during a short rest, which admitted isn't a great deal.
So whilst taking a short rest, can I just cast my eye over the two entrances that we could possibly take in? I'm not investigating stuff, but
yeah, so long you
looking
can
for well-worn
walk.
travels.
So long as you're not going too far. You can move about. Obviously, you're not like tied. You can't not move, so you can perform minimal activity. Yeah. So yeah. I'll give you a bit of a. So pushing aside sort of the like vines and bushes that partially obscure this opening to the east, you can see a long, narrow tunnel lined with alcoves. You can only see so far. There's no light in there because you can see with your dark vision to a certain extent. In each, so there's alcoves opposite each other. So two alcoves, and there'll be one on each side. So there'll be one on the north side and then one opposite on the south side, and they're evenly spaced along this corridor. You can see maybe about 6 alcoves or more. In each alcove, there's a statue, or you can't make out in detail the statue from here, but there's in each alcove there's a statue that stands about 3 foot tall. Through to the north, which has been the undergrowth and everything has been cleared away, almost completely cleared away here. You can see a short tunnel that ends at a slab of worked stone, whose edges are marked by relief carvings of grinning skulls. 4 lines engraved at the centre of the slab cross one another to form a star, with both ends of each line marking the location of a cube-shaped cavity cut into the door. 8 cavities in all.
So, is this what Techland's doing while we're resting?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you're studying the magic those items, that'll require equivalent of a long rest. Obviously, it doesn't have to be consecutive, so you can do it over a period of time, so long as there isn't an unreasonable gap between. So you can do like a few hours, an hour, then and then a bit, and then a few hours a bit later, and whatever. Or you can do it all in one sitting. It's entirely up to you how you do it. So long as there isn't an unreasonable gap between each study period. Unreasonable being like a few days, more than a few days. So yeah, so Orbold, you can't find anything else, of note about this obelisk, other than when you touch it, it's unnaturally cold.
Back to the rest of the group then.
Okay. So while you're all doing this, Mudgraw makes some use of himself and ventures a little further afield and scavenges some supplies, some bits, some like berries and some edibles for you all to eat, as well as bringing back some fresh water.
Oh,
So Fufu's basically sat in a corner, huddled with like 4 different magic items. Do any of them require attunement?
all of them.
Right.
So that is so after an hour of study, you're able to determine that each one requires attunement. The staff appears to have charges, and the other two you believe work passively.
Right. So I said, okay, guys. I think Fufu's attuned to the shield. The
So you can
missile
attune
attracting
to so
shield.
many items, can't you?
It's number of, I think it's your proficiencies.
Yeah.
So that's 4 items.
I thought it was
I can
3.
attune it. No, it's number of your proficiency bonus, I believed.
Yeah.
Bottom
I may
left
be
hand
wrong.
corner of my character sheet, it says 3. I always thought it was 3.
It's a proficiency bonus.
Okay, if that's home rule, then yeah, sure.
Oh, I don't want to screw the pooch. How many items? It says 3. It just says 3.
So-
Except the only exception is artificer class in Tasha's.
I mean, the
Okay.
general rule is 3, but if Phil says it's proficiency bonus, then it's 4.
I believe it was. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I just googled it. Apparently the standard is 3. So Fafuk will try out the cloak and the staff, and I mean, do one of you guys want? I mean, Tackland, do you just want to wear the ring and just cuddle up to it and just see if it does something for you? Because I believe it works passively. Does it only work after you've attuned to it, or does it
Yep,
work before?
only works after you've attuned to it.
So I say, okay, if you hang on to this, cuddle up to it for a time, it should just do what it should do. I assume it was beneficial to Dyson because he was wearing it. Because I can't attune to all these items at once.
If nobody else has a problem with it, then yeah, I'll take the ring.
Right, just let us know. Just let us know once you work out what it does.
Okay.
And Fufuk will stroke the big old soft spongy staff and see if anything comes up.
Okay, like I said, that'll require a full 8 hours of study.
Yeah. Right. What do we
And
want to
the
do?
Of course, the attuning process requires a full 8 hours as well.
Okay.
I thought that was a short rest as well. But again, I'm not willing to pick a fate over it.
So,
Good, because you lose.
I mean, do we want to long rest here before we, or do we want to see if we can crack this bad boy open before we rest? I mean, I assume the big stone door is the obvious one, where you've got 8 slots, so you stick all the cubes in the slots, and then we've got 9, right?
Yeah, got 9 cubes.
So we just need to work out where the 9th one goes. Do you have an image of this door?
I don't actually. There isn't one. So basically, it's I can draw what it. I can draw on the screen what it looks like, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, if it's that
Strange, there's no
straightforward.
image of it, so I'll just do. So it's basically what it means by a star. So let me zoom in so I can see the grid, and I'll draw it on the grid. So there's 4 lines. So you got 1 line, 2, 3, 4, and at the end of each line is a cube-shaped impression.
Oh, okay. So it's probably one on the edge. Is there anything in the dead center as
No.
well?
Nothing. Just four
Anything-
in 8 indentations, one at the end of each line.
Is there anything on the ceiling or the floors or the walls on either side?
No, I can give you the description again.
Thanks.
Was it? Get the right number.
It's just 8 for each one of the points, and then one in the centre.
Yeah, but there's no depression.
Depression.
There's no. So a short tunnel ends at a slab of worked stone whose edges are marked by relief carvings of grinning skulls. 4 lines engraved at the centre of the slab cross one another to form a star, with both ends of each line marking the location of a cube-shaped cavity cut into the door. 8 cavities in all.
Okay. Is there no there's nothing on the like I said, the ceiling or
Nope.
the walls or the
Nope.
floor?
So the
Hmm.
ceiling is maybe about 8 feet. The ceiling in this passageway is maybe about 8 feet tall, so it's not particularly tall. You can make a perception check, I guess. And a lot of the it's showing its age because there's like cracks running up the walls and across the ceiling, to the point that in some places like sunlight, the cracks must run all the way to the surface, either to the front of the cliff face, or to the point that there's like light seeps in through some of the cracks in the ceiling, and like vines and other vegetation has started to like grow into or even out of the cracks in the walls and ceiling as well. So it
26
shows its age.
perception.
You do notice something. There's at the front of this passageway, almost flush with where it meets the outer edge of the cliff face, you can see a seam or a line, a really barely distinguishable line across horizontal line in the ceiling across that runs the width of the passageway, about 4 or 5 feet in.
I pointed out to Tacklin, knowing that he gets a hard on for rocks and stuff.
Cracks in rocks.
Ask, yeah, you love cracks in rocks, exploring cracks in rocks, and ask him if this, in his professional enthusiast opinion, this crack, I assume, is unnatural.
Yeah, it's not a crack. It's not a crack. It's
Oh, it's an actual
it's a
join.
yeah.
I go, what do you think?
Would you like me to roll for it, Phil, or?
You can roll for it, yeah.
$24.
Okay,
Definitely
right. So
not the
this front section that there's appears separate, separate from the rest of the tunnel. So the whole thing's cut out of the rock. It's not like it's not like dressed. It's not like cut out and dressed. The whole thing's cut from the actual rock of the cliff face. But this bit in the ceiling, this front part, appears to be a separate block.
Oh, this smells like big old smashy ceiling trap. What
Yeah.
do you think?
Yeah.
So you go blip 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 blip, and it goes wrong.
So about I'll draw it on. So about I'll draw it on badly. About here. Oh, you can't see that, can you?
No.
No, just a moment.
Okay.
Not sure why that's not showing up.
Fufuk takes a piss up against the
All right.
obelisk
For some reason, that's got a wall
because he
there.
can.
So there should be a wall there.
Cade's got 17 hit points back from earlier as well.
There
this
you go.
one.
Yeah, thank you.
He's too depressed to add them on.
Yeah, I
There you go. You
mean,
can
That's
see it
Fufuk
properly now.
pissing
I
up
don't know why
against the
they put a
obelisk.
wall there.
Was the vegetation underneath it? Is it like it's been released recently, or
Sorry?
so this the green line and the green line on the map?
Yeah.
That's where the thing is in the ceiling, yeah.
Yeah.
So does it look like it's been down? So there'd be nothing growing underneath it. It'll all be like dead and
There's
squashed.
no. So if that's working on that assumption, there's no sign of yeah. There's no sign of the of it being on the ground. You know, there's no like crushed vegetation or mark on the ground or depression or anything like that.
Yeah, so if like they've been released recently, they'd be like little wood
Yeah,
lice and
well,
stuff
yeah,
running
if
around,
it'd be all the yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of, a piece of stone that side would have left a easily identifiable depression, as well as crushing any vegetation beneath it.
Mhm.
Okay. Fufuk will go take a look at the other passage with all the little alcoves. Can he cast light on like a rock or something and just toss it in to see if he can light up more of it?
Yeah, sure. Go on then, Mickey. Gives just normal, just a ranged attack roll. Okay, no problem. So, so I'll go about 20 feet. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. So it falls about there. So what's the range on that again?
2020.
20, 20. So
So it's like 40-foot dim,
yeah,
if that helps.
there you go. Okay, so you can now clearly see this this tunnel. So alcoves run the length of a narrow tunnel, each one featuring a bestial-looking statue standing or squatting above a basin. Above a basin.
How many in total? 6, 8.
8.
Is there one missing compared to the stones that we got? So we got 9 cubes, each one
Yep.
with an image on it, which I assume which we know represents a god. So is there like a missing one?
What in these statues? You mean?
Yeah, because I'm thinking if we've got a missing statue in the side tunnel,
So
then
you can
that's the cube we
you
don't
can
use on the door.
yeah. So you can maybe make out.
check the chat, guys. Check the chat on
Chet and what? Oh, right.
So you
on
can
the
maybe
blog.
make out the closest 2 statues. The others are too far away without actually going going into the tunnel some distance.
Okay,
So the
well, see you later, Kieran.
the first two
Hope you feel better soon.
you can make out. One is of what you now recognise as being Moa, which is the Jaculi, and Wongo, the Sioux monster, like that weird sort of skeletal gorilla, monkey, ape, or whatever you want to call it.
Geezy gone.
He's
Yeah.
dropped out. He's not well.
Oh,
He says
what? Sorry.
Kieran's dropped out. He says he's not feeling well.
Oh dear.
He's been
Right.
promoted low high.
Right. So. Oh, I'll leave the cameras up for now. Then it's just like Fafuk and Orbold have transposed. Everybody else is in the right place.
Okay, cool.
So is the
Oh, I hate you trying to control two characters at once.
is the impression that we get that we're going to be putting these cubes in these bowls, or are we putting the cubes in these statue-looking things?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to work out whichever one's missing out of this of the statues might be a clue as to which cubes we need to use in the door, and the order in which we see them in this tunnel might give us a clue as to the order we need to put them on the door. So
Wait.
maybe
I've got it. It's in the first warning. The enemies oppose. One stands between them. In darkness it hides. So this ninth one that we're looking for must be hidden somewhere. So yeah, I think it's got something to do with the first warning. Don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doom child. The keys turning inside on. Okay. I think so. There is a hidden one somewhere. In darkness, it says. Now, as I recall, when we were coming through, there was a lot of lore surrounding these puzzle cubes and all these animals fighting each other. The life of me, can't remember it.
I can. You've heard the full legend by now. Did I give you a copy in the play journal or not? I can't remember. God, there's so much stuff in there.
Yeah.
Puzzle cubes. No, there isn't a copy of that. I'll put a copy of the legend in because you've heard it. You've heard it all by now from various sources.
Well, there was somebody poisoned the soup and things like that, and he was cast out. And I think we're gonna have to pick out the adversaries. Stick the bad guy on the good guy. Stick the bad guy on the. Sorry, stick the opposite or the enemy on there.
Oh, I see what you mean. The ones who were fighting each other, we put on opposite ends of the door from each other.
Well, no, I think this tunnel where you are. So I said this was. I can't find. What's the? Let me put it in there, Phil.
Just a minute. I'm just putting it in. I'm having to edit it slightly.
I think the adversaries. So you'd put the adversaries in the other bowl. So even if we did have one of each, then you'd put the adversary in its bowl. So even though you'd think that you'd put the one matching the person it was for, I think we'd put it in the adversary. They were bickering with.
Yeah, look, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's worth not trying. I suspect the gods want offerings. I think it might be as simple as the gods want offerings before perhaps they reveal the last one, maybe.
Okay.
So like they've all got bowls and gods love offerings, so I'm just assuming it's as simple as like money in each one or fruit in each one. I don't know, something like that maybe.
Yeah, we had the monkey guy like bananas, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm wondering if the statues are like, okay, we have to first do the statues, we have to give them offerings. They might then reveal number 9 on the door, maybe. And then we're smart about where we put the cubes on the door, and that we put the opposing ones opposite each other, maybe in the order that here in the tunnel, like I don't know where we start and what order we do them in, but and then hopefully we find out where to put the 9th one.
There you go.
Ooh. Yeah, there we go.
The rain stopped, so maybe the offering is water. Jungle with them dies. Clicked it.
Yeah. No, that's actually good thinking. I like that idea. All right, who's brave enough to go in there and pour water into all the bowls? To all the bowls there.
That's good. The way it's highlighted them.
Yeah, that is useful.
That is very useful. So, do we know what these are, Phil? So the Zorbo, for instance. Do we know which one that is on the puzzle cube?
Yeah. So Zorbo is the koala. It looks a little bit like a koala bear. It's a little bear thing. Bestial
hang
like
on.
bear.
Read that last paragraph.
Yeah, the one about the snail. I've knocked it off. Is it in the handouts, Phil?
What's that?
Called? That thing you've just thrown up. I've knocked
Yeah,
it
it's
off
in
by
it's in
accident.
Player Journal.
And,
in Player Journal folder. Legend of the Nine Gods.
So the last one
It's got it. Thank you.
is Bunk the flail snail lived deep under the earth, and the other animals fighting made us come up to the surface. Light blinded Upto made his eyes water. Life returned to Omu. So I'm wondering if you're right about we have to go in the tunnel, fill the bowls with water. Maybe the flail snail is the one that's missing because it's underground.
Yes. So we'd have to dig for him.
Yeah, so if it's not revealed, then we may have to excavate to see if we can find it, perhaps. Alrighty.
I have the alchemy jug, don't I? So I'll just whisper water into it, so we've got some water to use.
You got some water in it because Mudgrow brought some.
Oh yeah, of course I did.
Alrighty. Are you going into the tunnel, or should we send a monk because they're quick and they can cover a lot of distance? Obold volunteers. Obold volunteers, because he can shed his.
You are cruel.
Hey, this is how meetings work in corporations. If you're not in the meeting, you get all the actions.
So what are you doing then? What's the plan?
Obold's going to take some of the water that the alchemy jug produces, and is going to fill all the bowls of those statues in that tunnel.
Okay, is he taking anything else with him? Is he going fully kitted up, or what's he doing? What's he taking with him?
The warning. In darkness hides, don the mask or be seen. I don't understand what don the mask means.
On the mask.
There's a mask somewhere. Where?
He has that tiger mask, but it can't be that surely.
No, that couldn't have been part of the requirements to find that thing. Holy cow, can you imagine? Maybe we need to block up the tunnel so it's pitch black dark, and he uses his dark vision to go in. So it's like part of the darkness. What do you guys think?
Can't hurt.
All right, Full. We try to construct some kind of thing out of branches and big fluffy leaves, and frondly
Well, you got your
leaves
bedrolls and things, I presume. So yeah, you could do
we got
that.
all the cloaks. We got all the cloaks of the dead guards and everything that we murdered. So we've got plenty of cloth.
Yeah. Might not be completely completely sealed off. But yeah, fair enough. So-
And in pitch black darkness, Obold enters the dark.
So
tunnel.
again, what is Obol taking into the tunnel with him?
I assume enough water in water flasks to fill all the bowls. We're assuming that the bowls need to be filled with water. Is our assumption? Oh, do you mean like cube? Does he need to take the cubes, guys? Do you think he needs to take the cubes?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering whether each you put the opposite on. So here's the handout. I'll just read it.
Well, let him carry the cubes with him.
Yeah.
And if he spots something to do with the cubes, great. If not, he brings them back out, and we'll use them on the door.
So what's he doing?
So
He's taking.
just on the first paragraph, then what I would suggest is what I'm hinting at is that you would put the Zorbo cube on the Almirage, and then you put the Almirage cube on the Zorbo, because it says it was the opposites line, weren't it? That said, Asarak's first warning, the enemies oppose, and they are enemies. From that day on, Oblako, the Zorbo, became and in the Almirage became terrible enemies. The enemies opposed, so you'd put the Almirage on the Zorbo and the Zormo on the Almirage.
Ooh.
Over first.
Well, let's first try the water. If nothing happens, then we try the cubes.
Okay.
But personally, I'm assuming that's talking about the door, where you put the cubes opposite each other, as opposed to you putting the enemy of the cube of the enemy on the statue.
You said that, but these statues are actually facing each other as well. So if it gets I tell you what you do. We send Obol down and ask him which statues is which, because if they are actually opposing each other.
Yeah. Okay, so Obol goes in fully briefed on the multiple options, and hopefully survives all three.
Okay, and what? So just to confirm, what is he taking with him? Is he like going fully kitted up? Is he taking cubes in with him? Is he taking water
Kitted
in
up,
with him?
kitted up, water and cubes.
Yes, I agree.
So he's taking the sack with the cubes in.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So Obald moves down the passageway. So I need to give Lee control of Obald.
Look up on the ceiling, Phil.
Hey?
Look up on the ceiling.
Okay, just a moment. I'm just going to give you permission to use his. There you go. So you should now be able to. Use his access his character, move his character. So yeah, looking up on the ceiling, like in the largest tunnel, it's there's lots of cracks running through the walls and the ceiling, and this like vines and undergrowth stretches into the tunnel. It sort of thins out as you get further in, although there's still a bit of a bit of growth in the alcoves. So do you want to move Obol down?
No greeny slime on ceiling.
No, there's nothing other than that on the ceiling, other than what's said. Let's see. Just grab something. How long does your light last, Fu?
1 minute.
Okay.
So we assume he wants to go in darkness. So.
Yeah, so that's gone then now then, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of that then. Okay, so you can see. So it's was it 6 foot dark vision that Obol's got? So it's 5, 10.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So you can see the passageway extends for about 40 feet and comes to a dead end, and there's a total of 8 alcoves. They're in pairs, which you should be able to see, presumably.
Yeah. And I assume the only one missing is the snail. Yep.
Well, I can't tell that until, like I say, you can see the first 2, can't see the others until you get close. So as you step there, you can
Comes.
see like these 3-foot tall statuettes in each alcove, and each holds a bowl. So to your left is the Jackalai Moa, and to your right the Sioux monster Wongo. And as you approach, the bowls burst into flame.
Oh.
All of them.
Just these 2,
Which ones?
the 2 that is nearest
These-
to.
No, sorry, a Sioux monster and a Jackalai.
Yeah, Mao and Wongo. Let's see.
Eat him up. I'm still of the persuasion that we put the Sioux monster in the Jackalai and the Jackalai in the Sioux monster. Puzzle
They're-
cube wise.
So like I
They're
said, these
opposing
bowls.
each
Sorry.
opposing each other anyway, aren't they? Just by standing opposite.
Yeah, I guess.
So like I said, these bowls that they're holding have got look like they've got some kind of oil or something, and like I said, they just burst into flame. These bowls, the oil in these bowls just burst into flame as you approach.
Did they burst into flame in a particular order, or was it at the same time?
Both at the same time.
Step back, see what happens.
You step back, they go out.
That night, a Sioux monster broke into Uptow's palace and stole a pail of water from the Omoans. When the god came running to find it, the Sioux monster hid the pail in a Jakuli's burrow. Uptow asked the jungle animals where his water was hidden. Mao, the Jackalai, was too honest to lie. When Wongo, the Sioux monster, found out how Moa had betrayed him, he vowed to catch the Jackalai and eat him up.
I'd
There's nothing
say
in there that says to me,
there's Uptow. Should Obol just try and pour some water into one of the bowls, see if it puts it out? I mean, it's burning oil, which is standard answer is no, but maybe it does something here.
Lord.
Sorry.
Explode.
Yeah, basically.
I think I'd be guessing that you've got to put this corresponding cube into the right statue.
Okay, well, if you want, you've got all the cubes. You can give that a go. If that doesn't work, you're gonna have to fish it out and try the opposite one.
So, what's this one on the left, Phil?
The one on the left is the Jackalai, the Moa.
Get the Jackalai cube then and place it in.
Okay, where are you going to place it?
We're in the hole in its skull.
No. There's no apparent place to place it.
Oh. The door description.
Sorry?
The
That was the door. Yeah,
description.
that was the door. Yeah. What are you doing? Any thoughts?
So it has to be something else rather than cubes.
Well, water or maybe some money. If Kobold's carrying cash, maybe that will be a sacrifice the gods are happy with.
Get a silver piece and throw it into the bowl.
Okay. Plop it into the which bowl?
The left one.
Okay, right. You flick a silver piece into the bowl. Nothing happens. It's just
I'll
still. Go on.
another silver into the bowl. The opposite on the right hand side.
Okay, nothing happens.
Wasted 2 goddamn silver.
Saving the entire world's souls. It's a small price to pay. Get on with it.
If I put my hand near it, is it warm, Phil?
No.
Not warm?
No.
Try the cubes and flip them. Try the cubes, nothing happens, flip them. Then we move on from there.
To the bowl?
Yeah.
It's not like they're going to burn, is it? Because you've just put your hand in and it's fine.
So what are you doing?
The left hand one will take the opposing cube in the bowl.
Okay, right. So it sits in. You sit in the bowl. The flames kind of like just to burn up, rise up around it. Nothing happens.
And on the right hand one, I'll take its opposing cube
Okay.
in that bowl.
Again, nothing happens.
I'll switch them then.
Nothing happens.
Maybe they've all got to do it at the same time. The doors to the north, where the smashy trap is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? It's 7. Is that 7 statues? Is that what you want to call
No,
them?
that's like the that's just showing you the top. That's the relief carvings of skulls that like go border the door, border that slab rather. So that's just the top edge that it's showing.
Oh, are they all the same as well? So they
Yeah.
might not bear any relevance to the puzzle. Okay, fine.
Come on, Lee. All the cubes, all the flames, and then do opposites. See if anything changes.
For the sake of not transparency, I agree.
The corresponding cubes into the right statue.
Okay, so what are you swapping around?
Again, yeah.
It's doing all of them. Doing all of them.
I'm taking the cube that belongs to the statue and putting it in its bowl. Not the opposite.
Right. Okay. You've already done that.
But all of them.
All right. So you're moving down the corridor. Yeah. Right. So as you move down the corridor, the bowls burst into flames.
Okay. And with all the cubes in the corresponding statues' bowls, does anything happen?
You can make a perception check.
Oh, that's so
Not
old.
further. There's nothing further east.
You can make a perception check.
Don't forget you're looking for a snail.
It might be underground. Dirty 20.
Okay, right. So you notice a slither of light coming through just tiniest of gaps either side at the left and right edges of the end at the end of the passageway.
Doorway shaped.
Well, no, they're just a little bit of light coming through what would be tiny gaps. Doesn't exactly look doorway. It's not doorway shaped. It's just like a bit of light coming through some like gaps in the wall.
And a hidden doorway.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what you can see.
Check it out then.
Okay. You can make a right. You can make an investigation check, I guess.
Punch it in how monks do.
Okay, right. Yeah, there's a hidden panel, and as you press upon one side, it slides, or press at the top, the stone panel slides down, revealing another statue of Unk, holding another bowl of burning oil, and hung around the neck, or rather what passes for the neck of the statue, is a golden pendant shaped like an eye.
Ooh. Golden eye.
Who's Unk now?
The snail.
The snail.
The one that didn't actually have anyone opposing it. It's like the
Alright.
extra one. Grab it. What are you waiting for, man? Grab it.
Take it then.
Okay, right, you take it. What are you doing with it?
Put it down.
Neck.
What?
On my neck.
Put it around your neck. Very well. Now what?
Have a look around.
Okay, it's the same. So these, like I said, these the passageway is all lit up by these burning balls of oil.
Did you put the snail one inside the snail? The snail cube inside the snail. Fire.
Snail cube.
What?
Snail
Okay,
cube.
We've
What,
got
you're putting the snail cube in the bowl?
In Unk's bowl.
That's what you're doing. You're putting the snail cube in the bowl. No?
Certainly
Yes?
we can't hear you. If you're talking, we can't hear
Hello.
you. Ah, there you are.
So
Are you
I'm putting the
Oh, yeah.
snail cube in Unk's bowl.
Right, okay.
Brilliant.
Nothing changes.
Right, retrieve them all. Maybe the pendant does something to the door.
Door with the trap above it.
Yes.
I'll get on me. Who's about then, Phil?
Get all the cubes back. Okay, right, you retrieve the cubes, and as you walk back down the, make your way back down the passageway, the fires go out, one by one, or rather in pairs. Oops.
Interesting. I wonder what the point was.
Slow.
Maybe that eye thing now reveals something. I'd say go look at the obelisk first, and then go look at
Yeah,
the
I'll
door.
check out the obelisk.
Okay, right. As you approach the obelisk, you feel
You detonate.
you feel this pendant gets slightly. At first, you think it's getting heavier, but then you notice it's tugging. The actual pendant itself is lifting up, and as you get nearer the obelisk, it lifts till it's almost hovering horizontally, and it tugs and shifts around your neck, pointing towards to the cliff wall to your west.
To the west.
Yeah.
Towards the obelisk.
No, that's north.
No, when
Keep
you get
following it.
when you get to the as you get nearer to the obelisk, this the closer you get to the obelisk, when you get right next to the obelisk, the thing like sort of comes up, raises up, and then it twists and points
West.
this direction.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Moo.
Turned him into a cow.
Shall we go
Oh.
investigate that part of the cliff?
Moving over here then.
We go start clearing brush full, see if there's another
Okay.
cave.
Okay.
Pointing, lads, it's pointing.
Right.
I would say directly opposite, just in case, because there's this notion of an opposite in there. So I'm thinking more here, if that helps.
So as Obald moves across, it points. It definitely points at this area where they've drawn the line to.
Okay.
Acts like a divining rod. And as you move over and clear the vegetation, pulling aside the undergrowth, you uncover an archway in the cliff face.
God. Okay.
Ooh.
Stone skulls peer down from the lintel, and old bones litter the threshold. As light strikes the entrance, a swarm of bats screeches out from within. So that places you all over here, since you're all
So you're popping us into the area of effect then? Yeah.
well, putting it just down, putting it just moving you down to where you would have been clearing the undergrowth away.
Could you just mark out where this archway is, please, Phil? Or is it just this bit here, these two squares?
It's inside. Yeah, it's back. See it? Yeah.
Right. So inside the bones, do they look to be, without getting too close, obviously, are they animal bones?
So yeah, they kind of look humanoid. Some of them look humanoid bones, to be some kind of humanoid bones, and some the others they look bipedal, but possibly some kind of small dinosaur.
Well, I'd say something's turned this into its den. Just need to be careful. Just for giggles, for food casts, minor illusion over where the bones are of a cade-sized little humanoid standing there,
Okay.
peering around.
Right. Okay. Nothing happens. Like I say, you have to. It's above the ground level. This, so you have to like scramble up to it.
Right. Right.
Does it look like there's any animal comings or going, Phil? Is it something that's that wasn't visible to us upon first inspection? Says to me something sneaky.
So you can make a right tool selected.
Like something that's hidden its den like a funnel web spider.
You can make a nature roll, I guess. Okay. Well, it seems it's obviously been used as like some kind of temporary den or shelter.
Okay.
But there's no sign of it. It doesn't appear to be recent.
Do we all want to move up, or should we just send one person?
No, let's move up. It's probably some kind of animal. So if it does attack, we can sort it out sharpish.
Okay. Like I say, it's maybe about 4 foot, so you can easily pull yourself up onto this ledge.
Okay,
So
we do that then.
What are these rocks?
what rocks?
Like circles everywhere. Or is that shit?
Yeah, it's probably shit. Or just rocks.
Is there any like equipment lying around? These are like dead bodies that were never retrieved. Oh, do you see evidence of like rusted weaponry, armor, gems,
No.
coins?
No.
No.
But you do see a scrap of cloth that has been sort of pinned into one of the cracks on the wall, like pinned in with like a pit on.
Oh, okay.
It
Go
looks
over read.
it looks like it was once a bright yellow in colour, but it's faded and mouldering.
Oh, could be one of them yellow banner jobbies.
So
Okay, take a look at the. Sorry.
up here you can now see a slab of worked stone blocks the overgrown tunnel some 20 feet from the entrance. Grinning skulls mark the edges of the slab, in the centre of which are 9 cube-shaped cavities arranged in rows of 3.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
got some finding.
Right. Well, grab the scrap of cloth first to have a read.
Nothing on it, just a piece of cloth. Just like a strip of cloth.
What? Did you just say the word colour to it?
Yeah, it's yellow, or it was.
Yellow.
Faded yellow.
It's kind of faded now, but it's yeah. You can, at one time it looks to be, it would have been like quite a bright, striking bright yellow.
Okay.
Do a quick investigation around, see if I can spot anything obvious why this one area would have been marked in particular. Maybe there's something not immediately obvious which is worth noting because it's been marked.
Can I investigate the bodies?
16.
The bones, you can check all the bones if you want. What's everybody else doing? What's Luhai and Obol doing, and what's Cade doing?
In general area.
Back in 1 second.
Okay, I suppose like you can do that with advantage then, I guess, if Obol and Fufuka are doing the same, assisting. What's Cade doing?
He's feeling really sad. I mean, paying attention what the other is doing, but he's not really in an active phase at the moment.
No problem.
His mind is not 100% here.
Good. Right. So yeah. So you spend some time searching around this this short tunnel, but there's nothing. You don't find anything of note. nothing of interest. And there's nothing unusual about the remains that litter this cave entrance, this tunnel entrance, and nothing that you see. Nothing of note about the just about this area in general, other than what you've seen. Like I said, is this stone slab with the similar. It's almost identical to the other one, other than this has it hasn't got that star, that line, that star sort of pattern drawn with the lines, and it has 9 indentations rather than 8.
Right, well, I mean, I didn't spot anything.
9 indentations.
Yeah, for 9 cubes, nine
Right.
blocks to put them in.
Thinking we
So
only had
may
8
as well.
cubes.
Correct, which it was missing one, so it was like always a bit sus. And also with that square in the ceiling, we were running the risk of it coming down and ruining our day. So yeah, go pop the blocks into the door. Let's see what we're dealing with.
8. Oh, both will do that then.
Fafuk kamikaze rolls out the door, out the ledge, off the ledge. Out of the way. No, I'm kidding. Right, so
Can you see
do
that?
we
You
have
should
to
be able
put
to
them
see
in?
a grid.
Oh, okay. Sneaky, sneaky. Well, in order of the legend.
So you'll have to tell me. Unfortunately, you won't be able to move them, so you'll just have to tell me where you want to put them.
Yeah. Right, so it's Zorbo. Zorbo and Elmerad should be first. So top left should be Zorbo, and I assume they're arranged really strangely because it's 3 by 3. So I assume they have to be in order like a snake, like kind of thing. So I'd say Zorbo, Almiraj, Kamadan, Grung, Earbless, Froggamoth, Sumonster, Jacoli, and last the Flail Snail. So in order of the legend, from top left all the way around.
All right, no debate.
Well, I'm more than happy for anyone to say anything different.
I'm just rereading the legend. Sorry, 1 second, in case there's anything glaring, because everything's in 2s. So yeah, like the fact that it's in 3 by 3 is a little disconcerting.
So the left one on the middle row be the next one.
I'm not sure.
I've got a better idea. Let's call it numbers like a phone number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Right,
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'll number them. Look, I'll put
Yeah,
numbers.
please,
So
Phil.
it's
Thank you.
2, 3, 4.
Well, no, we should use the matrix.
5,
1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3,
6,
2, 1, 2, 2, 2,
7,
3.
8,
It's basically just a double array.
9. There you go.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You should have been a doctor, Phil.
Perfectly legible.
And 8 looks similar.
Yeah, so yes, I agree. So we, in order that they appear in the legend, we put them in order on the matrix as you've numbered them.
Yep, I'm happy to try that.
What's that? Sorry. So what do you want?
So 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3.
Basically, yeah. Because with the shape of the matrix, it's kind of it has thrown me as well. Because with them being opposing, I'd have assumed. Oh, hang on! Stop! I yell at Obold before the half orc kills us all. Opposing. Remember the star shape on the other door. So maybe we put them opposite each other all the way around, and then the one that resolved the water situation was the flail snail that goes in the middle.
Yeah, I think Flail Snail should definitely go in the middle. So that's one out of it, ain't it?
Yeah. So flail snail in the middle into 5. So 7 into 5. Yeah, perfect. And then we start with the legend of the Zorbo in number 1. So which I don't know.
Number
Which
2
one's
in
the
number
Zorbo.
1.
Yep. And then the Almiraj goes into number 9.
Oh, sorry, that's a Sioux monster. I couldn't get it right. That's Zorbo, that one.
Opposite as in like
Yeah, opposite.
advantage.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
yeah, I'm with you. I got you.
So that there, what next?
Number 9 should be the Almiraj, which is the bunny, the horned bunny.
That's
Is that
the
number
home
5?
bunny, number 5.
Yeah, horny rabbit.
So
And
what do
then
you
the
want?
next legend is the Camadun hopped.
So what do you want? You got the snail, you got the flail snail in the middle, you got Unk in the middle, you got one
Almiraj in number 9, so number 5 and number 9.
number 5 and number 9.
Yeah, because it's opposite the Zorbo.
Right, just a minute. I need to get my screen.
Just move it
organised.
up. It's in the square just above it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking flanking is what I'm thinking. That's the word I was thinking. Yeah. Instead of opposite, I'm thinking, yeah, we use the word flanking.
So we're going to put the opposing ones opposite each other, flanking the flail snail, working our way around clockwise according to the legend.
That makes sense to me.
You look
Well-
confused, Phil.
Yeah, sorry, I can't find something that I'm looking for. I don't know if it's okay. Oh, is that it? Ah, there we go. That's why it's not in that place still. Right, sorry, what were we saying? So you got oh no, that is Wongo. Sorry, I'm confusing things. So it was Wongo that you wanted at number 1, was it?
Zorbo.
Zorbo.
I don't know what a Wongo is.
Wongo's the name of it. So
Oh, yeah.
Zorbo, yeah. So Zorbo's at number 1. That's the Zorbo's a Obalaka. Zorbo's the type of creature.
Yeah, I'm just going off the legend. I don't know which one's which otherwise.
Yeah.
So number 9 is the Almiraj, which is number 5 on the table at the bottom.
Yeah, Almiraj, which is
Number 5.
Can't find the names of them.
It's right there. We've got
Oh,
our point.
Hygiene, the rabbit. Yep. So you want that at number 9? Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Then Kamadan, which is Shagambi.
Yep.
I don't know what that is. That's number 2.
That's Kamadan is the leopard thing with the snakes.
Oh, okay. So that's number 9, I think,
Uh-huh.
at the bottom. It goes up to number 2.
Right.
And then into number 3 would be the Nangang the Grung.
Number 3
No,
is
not 3.
Oh,
No.
sorry. Number
7.
8.
8, sorry, yeah, 8.
Number
Okay.
8 is Nangang the Grung. into number 3 is the Eblis, which is, I suppose, the stalky
Eblis
looking
is the
thing.
stalk.
So 3 and 3.
Yeah.
So 3 into 3.
Okay.
And then opposite there was the frog moth Kubazan into 7.
Okay.
And then I suppose according to number 6 should be the Sioux monster, number 7. So 7 into 6. Yeah. And then the snake thing into, yeah.
Okay.
The door explodes, we all die.
Right. As you place the last cube, all 9 cubes flare with an inner light and then disappear.
Oh no.
Shit, we're going to have to go back and get them all now.
Growling like an angry beast, the slab begins to slide up into the ceiling.
Hey! We didn't die. Not yet.
Welcome to hell.
You thought it was bad now.
Let's see. No, it must be just a wall. Yeah, it's just a wall. Not very consistent. Right. Okay. So, right. Ahead of you is a 20-foot hallway. Another slab blocks the hallway 20 feet beyond the first door. An iron lever is set into the door's surface with a graven stone skull leering down from above.
Iron lever on the door.
Yeah, on the door here. Probably just make it out in the light graphic.
For food casts Mage Hand. See if he can pull the lever down. No, 10 pounds of pressure.
Okay, it won't move.
There's a door marked just above the lever.
Sorry?
There's a door marked just above the lever on the map. Is there a door there? Can we see one?
No, it's not what's an obvious door. You presume this must be the door.
Okay. Okay, guys. So the question is, are we going to rest and go in with full spells and stuff in the morning? Or are we going to dive in there now?
How safe does this corridor look?
So, like I say, like the rest of the rest that you've seen, there's like cracks, thin hairline cracks that run along the walls and the ceilings. And where there is cracks, there's sort of small bits of plant life grow, sort of trying to grow in these fissures.
So it looks like no one's been here for some time.
No.
The only
Okay.
fear is whatever was
So the
nesting
floors,
below
the
us.
floors like dusty, and there's cobwebs. Though you can possibly detect like faint signs of old footprints.
Like kobold ones.
No,
Not
booted
kobold.
footprints.
Yeah, people have reached here before. Probably the yellow banner lot, considering the mark they left outside. Right, in for penny, in for pound, Fook trots across the floor, grabs
Okay,
the lever
right.
and
As
open
you
it.
get halfway across,
Ah, no!
In that they had all the cubes, so
They disappeared. Cubes went poof.
place now. Right. As you get halfway along the hallway, the skull's jaws creep open, and a skeletal hand holding a crystal hourglass-style timer emerges from within. With a click, the timer rotates, and sand starts to trickle into its lower globe. 10,
Yet.
9,
The Fook runs and
8.
grabs the lever and yanks on it.
Okay,
We follow him. I follow him at least.
one then.
The Fook's like, there's no, well, we can't do this again because the cubes are gone. We have to go forward.
Okay, so right, you get to about there because you're about the same thing. Maybe are you a little bit quicker? You're about the same speed, aren't you? You two?
35.
I'm 30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so about the
There,
same.
thereabout.
Okay, right. So Fook, you dash and jump and grab the lever, pull it, and it pulls down. Easily pulls down. And the floor beneath you splits in the center and opens up beneath you.
Well, I'm hanging on the lever.
Yeah, you can make a
Oh, no, Dad.
you can make a dexterity saving throw.
No, but I'm hanging. I said I'd jump and hang on the lever.
Yeah, you can make a dexterity saving throw because it gives you a chance to do just that.
Oh, marvelous.
As the pit opens up and tackling falls into it.
you can spider out.
I could spider out. I could have spidered to the wall.
Okay,
Holy
right. So
cow.
you managed to like grasp onto the lever as the floor opens up and see dangling from this lever.
Can I jump and stick Mr. Nuff to the wall as a spider, please?
Unfortunately not. So meanwhile, tackling falls into the pit, into a 20-foot deep pit filled with spikes. You take. Where are we? That's the right dice. You take. Wrong one. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall into the pit, and I'll let you roll a d4 to see how many spikes you land on. 2. Okay, so you're impaled on 2 spikes, each doing 3 points of piercing damage, and also another 10 points of poison damage as these spikes stab into you, like that are coated with this like black viscous substance.
Lovely.
Doesn't
can
Teflon
make,
get the beast sense stuff for this traps things?
Yeah, I've got danger sense of traps that I can see, and I mean the whole lever situation looked like a trap. That's why I came rushing
No,
over. But I'm
sorry.
willing to just play it out at this moment in time.
So you can make a save versus poison, a Constitution save, of course.
Yeah, it's advantage because I've got.
Yeah.
Well, I'm immune to. Well, no, yeah, it's fine. Save.
Yeah.
15.
Okay, right. So so you take the damage, but you don't suffer the poison condition.
Ooh, God for that. So that's 11, 10.
For Fook yells, sorry! I'm
Hooray.
dangling off this lever. Does anything reveal itself?
No.
Like a door?
No.
Is there anything down here in all these spikes that I can slide while I'm here? Ooh,
The
neat.
skeletal remains of something else has dropped off. The skeletal remains of 2 humanoids,
Oh,
possibly human.
is there anything on them? Do they have anything?
Other than some like rotted remains of the clothes and a dagger on one of them. No.
I'll
We've
get
lost,
my rope.
we've lost Ispan. You what? Sorry.
I'll get my rope out so Clint can climb back out.
Okay.
Is it easy to navigate these spikes, Phil? Now I'm in there.
Yeah,
Can I duck and dive between them?
you can step around them. Yeah.
But before I come out, I'll try and help Fafouk. I don't know how far he's dangling, but
So he's kind of 20 foot above you.
oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can't help it.
Well, no, I mean, Fafouk's all right. He's like waggled himself around, so he's like straddling the lever like a witch. And I'm like, okay, well, from my perspective, can I see any way to disable this thing? Or is it just like a timer, as in you let the timer run out and it's fine?
So the timer's gone now.
Oh, is it gone?
It's gone inside the skull, yeah, and the skull's closed.
Can I get out first before you start messing around and let me get trapped down here?
So you can make a climb roll. You can make it with advantage because the rope.
Which is
It's
athletics.
just athletics. Sorry, yeah.
Okay. Oh, click normal.
That's fine.
21 enough?
That's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, more than enough. Okay, so you scramble back up.
I'll just motion to other 3 of them. This fucking guy.
Well, Fafouk kind of hangs around on this lever for a bit, trying to work out what to do, because the only way off this lever is to climb down into this pit, isn't it?
Yes.
That's not recommended.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too hard to climb, to be honest.
Where? What do you mean?
Climb down to the pit.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the rest of the room like? So could I, for instance, get off the lever, but like cling to the side of the room and see if the whole thing resets itself?
You could try that. You can make a climb roll, I guess, to try and sort of get off there and sort of brace yourself in the corner or something like that.
Let's see what Fafouk's got.
Don't want to be down there when it resets, so do you?
No, that's what I was scared of.
Well, yeah, exactly. Don't really have. I mean, I don't have like fly abilities per se. I mean, I can get out of the situation, no problems, but I can't fly.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to try and sort of brace yourself in the corner?
Yeah, I think that's probably the smartest thing to do right now. So I mean, I've got a couple of old daggers, just like standard ones. So I'll like try and wedge them into like cracks and crevices to try and brace, give myself place that I can support myself a little better, if that makes sense.
Okay. Then.
So I assume I have to get my weight off the lever. So
you can make us give us an athletics check then.
Advantage because of all the effort I'm putting in.
Go on then.
I'm gonna need every help I can get. Athletics is not good.
It's a good job you had advantage.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, you managed to sort of maybe slip and slide a couple of times and almost topple backwards into the pit, but managed to brace yourself in the centre. And as you do, the lever slowly, once you've released your grip, the weight from it, the lever slowly returns to its original position, and as it does, the floor returns like the side, the floor like flips back up, return to its original position, sealing off the pit.
Okay, well, I'm just standing there now on the side of the wall.
And as it does so, the skull drops open. This hand comes out with the holding the hourglass, and there's a click, and it tips. It's 10, 9,
No, just wait it out
8,
now.
7, 6,
Clinging to the
5,
side.
4. Anybody doing anything? 3,
No. Don't you dare
2,
leave it.
1. The hand retracts, pulling the hourglass back into the skull. The jaw closes, and the slab drops into the floor,
So
grinds
it
down,
happens regardless.
slipping down to the floor.
Oh. Door opens. Fuka, like, leave. Oh, so the floor comes back up and the door opens.
Yeah.
Fuka will get himself through and then motion for the others. Say, give it a go, chaps. I'll try and make sure the door. You say a slab came down to reveal the rest of the passage.
So it slid down to the floor, yeah. So a moss-covered corridor extends beyond the second door. Tree roots hang from the sagging ceiling, and the air reeks of rot and damp. Ahead, a bas-relief carving of a bearded devil's face adorns the far wall at a T-shaped intersection. The devil's open mouth is a well of utter darkness. So you can see there's like cracks there's more severe cracks and stuff in the ceiling here, and there's like little sort of shafts of daylight managing to get through, which you can see. They should be able to see these like sort of pools of light.
I can just see straight, like a
Yeah,
straight
so it's
tunnel ahead of
providing
me.
it's light. It's providing some light. I believe there's a little image of the face, if I can find it for you. Oh, actually, in fact, I've got it here somewhere. Or did I? Oh no, I thought oh, there it is.
Yeah.
The same face that you've seen on the gargoyles as well.
Is it the same face that's on the statues on the outside here?
What statues?
So the one that's, well, from what we can see, there's these, what look like, we can see like a top-down version of the face. So just in front of me, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Those are
5, 6,
skulls.
7.
No, they're
Them
skulls.
Oh, they're skulls. It's a different.
Alright, Fuka waits for the rest to join him. Can he cast a light spell on like a rock or something loose and just toss it further in to see if he can light up more of the space?
Yeah, although you're probably not going to be able to see. Like I say, it's quite well lit. You're probably not going to be able to see any more than you can.
Okay, fair enough. Right, Fuka will carefully proceed another 15 foot.
Oh, stop.
And,
Stop.
and
Okay, right. As you step
check
forward,
for...
there's a click as you step forward, and
proceeding carefully, checking for...
yeah, like a sound of like compressed air, and a volley of darts shoots out from the wall to your right. So
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Random tag within 10 feet. Okay, so random tag. So they're gonna hit.
He's got the projectile magnet thing.
He has indeed. So they're all gonna hit him anyway.
That guy.
Right. So.
He never learns.
So
you.
that's 4. Ooh, so 1 misses. So plus...
We can see your rolls, by the way, Phil.
Yep, that's all right. I'm rolling this for Fook.
Oh.
Binge?
Because I'd got Fook selected. Right, so the what's for Fuchs arm class? Since it's not really
I don't know. It's fairly high, isn't it?
It is 16. So the second one hits him for 3 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I remember.
Takes half, don't it?
Yeah.
And he must make a Constitution saving throw. So I think we're gonna have to wait till he comes back. I'll see if the other two hit him first. So third one hits him, and the fourth one also hits. So
I thought his armor class was 16.
it is.
14 hit.
Yeah, they got a bonus. There's a plus to the thing. That's just a dice roll. So that's another 2d4 damage for a total of that's 8. And what was the previous one?
Same. Last two were same.
So there was 3. The other one, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
So that's 11 total 11 points of damage.
And a con save.
Oh, he's back. He's back. So for Fook, you're hit by 3 of these darts. One hits the wall. You take 11 points of piercing damage, and you must make 3 Constitution saves.
6 damage then.
Yeah, have you already halved it, Phil? Because don't you get half damage?
No,
from
I haven't halved
projectiles?
it. No, I haven't halved it.
Okay.
No. Okay, so the first one is a pass. Second 2 are not. So you take you're racked with sudden agony as these last 2 bolts hit you, and you take 28 points of poison damage.
Okay, so the dart damage was how much again?
11, so you take half of that, which is 6.
6 plus 28, so that's 30, 34. So it'll be 31. Cool. Okay. Fuchs looking sorry for himself.
Can I drag him back?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, so
If he lets you.
just calm down. We've come all this way. There's no need to start rushing now.
I wasn't rushing. I was literally carefully stepping forward, and there was like. I assume my shield dragged all the darts at me as well.
Yes.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, figured. Right.
Let me eat all this damage.
Oh, if you insist, I'm just going to sit here for a minute and think about things.
Unless one of the monks want to take the lead. Obald?
You're joking, right?
I'm not hearing a no. No, I'll carry on. We're going carefully, Phil, with danger sense in mind.
Okay, so what do you mean by care?
I say, bless you, Tacklin. May fortune favour your bravery, and I give him bardic inspiration.
Okay.
So, seeing that we've just tackled 2 traps in the past
10
60
feet.
seconds, it's literally tiptoe time. So, sneak in, check in, double check in.
And you got guidance and bardic inspiration.
If I need it.
Okay.
So, So, I'm going to I'm going to step on that one.
Okay.
And I'm going to start taking it where you left off, and I'm just looking for traps and just.
Okay, well, I can make a perception roll.
Perception. My passive perception is 16 if you care.
Well, you're checking, so you're actively checking, so. Okay, right.
18.
So you notice to your top left, top left, a suspicious-looking suspicious-looking floor. Looks like another pressure plate.
Covering the entirety of the.
No, just this the 5 foot to your northeast.
Okay, so I'll relay this information back. We could do this in like a chain system. Don't step on that power. Don't step on that pressure pad.
Fafuk can cast prestidigitation and make put like a big X, a big red X that lasts for an hour
Okay.
on the spot.
Perfect. So I'll move forward, not standing on that.
Righto, go on then.
I tried, and it's not. Oh, there we go. It's moved.
Okay.
So yeah,
Make another perception check, I guess.
would there be a better way to do this?
You've got guidance. You've got an extra D4 guidance.
What can I use that just to once or forever?
No, I'll keep casting it on you.
Oh, okay, cool. So that's 13 and roll 1d4. 16.
Okay. Moment. Oops. There you go. Another one directly in front of you.
Okay, so step over it, not onto it.
You have to go.
Oh,
No.
okay. So we'd have to move. So we're not actually touching them, is already saying. Yeah, okay,
Don't
that's
wanna-
fine. I
don't
wasn't
wanna
sure.
step
I wasn't
on
sure.
'em.
No, I wasn't
It's
sure
the
how big these
entire-
pressure plates
yeah.
were. If they're only
Yeah.
a foot big, and that's a 5
No,
foot
no.
square, isn't
See,
it? So
it's that square. It's that full
okay,
thing.
so we're not touching that square.
Can I work out how on the traps point? How much pressure did Fafuk apply before the pressure plate went under his foot?
So it was stepping onto it.
So it
Not
was like,
much.
are we talking 10 pounds?
You can make an intelligence check, an investigation check, or an intelligence check basically.
Okay, no, that's fine. All right, crack on, doing great.
So yeah, not much more than that.
Cool.
What's Tackling doing? What's everybody else doing? What's Lou High, Obold, and Cade doing? Cade's still outside.
Yes, because I can't see for Foundry. I've been tackling for 10 minutes trying to enter and I can't see anything. So
Yeah, I'm moving Cade up as well.
I'm not in Foundry.
Oh, you're not in Foundry.
Yes, it kick me out and it says, like 2 weeks ago. Remember when I couldn't enter the goddess passwords, anything, nothing.
What, do you need a link again?
I don't know. I don't know why I need. I don't understand technology. Yeah, please.
Right, I'll send you both different kinds of links. Put them into the Discord chat thing.
Thank you.
So there's that one. And if that one doesn't work, there's that one. Okay, so what's everybody else doing?
Fafuk will gather himself and then follow on marking plates, but warning the others it didn't take much pressure to set them off.
And I just checked the tile in front of me. We had 23.
It's this white X here. Red now.
Yeah, don't step on that.
What was that perception? Okay, so there's nothing in front of you. Neither of the five. None of that immediately in front of you is, or rather, that immediately in front of you is safe.
I mean, Fafuk sort of says, "Hang on, Tacklin, I've got a thought here. Are there any like loose rocks here, about 10 pounds in weight?
Probably.
Ideally, a bit less." Fafuk uses Mage Hand to pick one up,
Okay.
and then lifts it up like 6 foot off the ground, and then drops it, but like targeting different 5-foot patches,
So
trying
where?
to set off anything. So starting. Sorry.
Mark it with a pen.
Yeah, I'm just so like. Excuse me. How do I pick a letter in the alphabet?
Don't use it.
It's a
Don't
text block.
Yeah, text box. Yeah, you're better off using the pen, the freestyle pen.
The
The squiggly line just above the letter.
There. And there. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just test. So doubling up on Tacklin's.
So all the spots
perception.
that's in all them spots in that bit that's in like your line of sight then.
Yeah, so using a rock, I'm trying to slam down.
Okay.
Using momentum, generate more than 10 pounds to see if anything flares
Okay,
up.
right. So you do that, which takes you a few minutes.
I mean, ideally, I'd test it with one we'd already set off, but we're kind of crowded in this passageway. It seems a bit like a foolish idea to do it to a known trap that'll probably cause us havoc.
So nothing's triggered.
Okay. I shrug at Tacklin and go, well, still be careful, but maybe those are a bit safer. Did someone just wipe all the marks I made?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, carry on. Tacklin checked his square with 23, I think.
Yep. All safe.
So I will check again. I'm just trying to make my way up towards this. You didn't say it was called, did you? This great big head thing.
Devil face.
Devil face, yeah.
And it's like wide open. There's just like this black, impenetrable darkness where its open mouth is.
Ooh, you're rolling some good rolls there.
Okay. Again, it
Natural
looks safe.
darkness.
Sorry?
Natural darkness.
Well, I don't know. It's just pitch black. The like mouth. They got this open mouth and it's pitch black. It just impenetrable darkness.
Fafuk keeps guidancing Tacklin so he can keep adding that 1d4.
Oh, I keep forgetting, mate. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Just
fine.
in case.
Plus, you've got a 1d6 bless that runs out in inspiration that runs out in 10 minutes, so you may as well use it.
Stop moving. 1, 3, 4. 25, just on perception.
Okay. Still nothing.
So you said that this devil face had this darkness to it. Can I see anything in it with dark vision?
Nope.
Interesting. So, can I make my way towards it? Can I come in this space?
Fafuk will try and check carefully for any untowardness on the ground as well.
Okay. So can't see anything untoward. Like I say, there's a lot of debris on the floor around here, and there's like I say, it's tree roots breaking through the walls and undergrowth, like vegetation growing way in these like spots. These spots of light.
Okay, I'll slowly try and clear the floor using my mage hand and a big rock.
Oh wait, no. He's just mentioned light again. What was that other line?
Okay, so to your left, Fafuk, you can see a rusted iron grate that is set into the corridor floor, and you can hear the sound of running water. Beyond that, the corridor ends at comes to a dead end, and there at the dead end is like creepers and vines clinging to the wall of this corridor, at the end of which is an arched crystal window 6 feet wide and 10 feet high, and through it you can see a dark chamber. To the east, you can see like looks like a railing, some kind of balcony.
Split up. I'll check the balcony. Well,
I
no,
can't
I'll check
see.
the devil head first.
I can't see the balcony, but very carefully checking as much as he can, Fafuk will keep moving towards the crystal archway.
Okay, so you're moving towards the crystal archway. Can you not manage to get back in yet, Istvan?
Sorry, repeat.
You not managed to get back in?
No, I can't find the link. It's me.
It's in Discord chat.
I know, but I can't find where that is in Discord. That's what I've been trying to locate in the last 6 minutes.
Alright,
I'm not good at this IT thing, I'm sorry.
I'll put it somewhere else for you then.
I'm gonna DM it him just in case.
I
Sorry,
found DMs a minute ago, but I didn't find that other.
So the chat, can you see our images in Discord, our pictures?
Yes, I can see the. Yeah.
Top right of that is like a little chat sort of image with the number of messages that are in it. And if you
Oh,
hover over it, it turns to a
I
chat.
click the address next to the direct message phone. Yeah, all right. That's not my day. All right, I got it. Thank you.
I'll move Cade up.
Fafuk rolled a 16 perception and then took a step next to the grate to peer down to see if he can see what the rushing water's about.
Okay. One moment.
He may drop a light stone in as well, just for giggles.
I'll say
Actually-
to Lahai and Nobald if they want to take the skull, the demon head. I'll go over here and check the railing, and I'll start creeping over.
One moment.
No, we all want to scatter in random directions, Phil. Set off like 4 things at once.
Return on, light source, none. Okay. Just checking there. I think people's light things are wrong. So that should be itself. That should be none. Yeah, that's better. Oval should be tight. 6 fish down feet. No light source. For Fook. Self. No light source. And tackling as 60-foot dark vision, doesn't it?
I do, because I'm a dwarf. I like living underground.
Vision type 60 foot. Light source none. There we go. So the lighting things were set wrong. That's better. So the actual pools of light show up now, rather than just all being brightly lit. Right. So yes. So looking down through this rusted iron grate, you can see muddy water flowing slowly past beneath, maybe a few feet below this grate. What's tackling Luhai and Obol doing?
Get me green light out.
Get green light out, which is is that acts as a torch, doesn't it? Right. Okay. Let's give you a torch then.
I suggested they look at the demon head, and I'll move east to check the railing. Because I can faintly in the camera looks like a set of stairs.
Okay. So what are you doing? So tackling, you're heading east. You're
East.
heading down down the corridor towards this railing.
Uh-huh.
What's Luhai and Obol doing?
Look at this head.
Right. And what's Fafuk doing?
Casting light on a stick. He's going to drop in through the grate to see which way the water runs.
Okay. Right. So tackling, you move up to the railing. So
Oh shit!
I can't actually see. I can't actually see tackling where he's gone to. So,
he's gone out of
I
your
mean-
range of out of the light that you.
but you said there's light.
Yeah,
like
there is.
as in
So you can
pool.
just see you can just see like them pools of light. So it's not completely illuminated. There's just like sort of spots
Gotcha.
of light coming through.
Okay.
So if you look
gotcha.
to your side, you can see sort of like a couple of circles of light, and
Yeah.
down the end of the corridor you can see another circle of light, but you'll not be able to see tackling because he's out of the light.
Understood.
So tackling, you step out onto the balcony of this grand chamber that opens ahead of you. It's about 50 feet across and plunges down into the darkness below, well beyond the range of your vision. A stone balcony winds around the walls to connect 4 archways. Other balcony levels are visible below, with corridors radiating off in all directions. To the north, a stone staircase descends to the lower levels, starts its descent to the lower levels.
And I can see that thing there.
Can you cast like light spell on
That's
something
just
and
a
toss it in
rogue
there?
token.
Oh, that is a rogue token. Oh,
Yes,
shit, thank
sorry.
God for that. Okay. So, yeah, I'll just relay that information back to everybody. There's a series of stairs that keep going down and down and down.
So meanwhile, Fafuk, you cast light on like a bit of twig, which there's plenty of that laying around, and drop it through the grate, and it slowly, the water's moving quite sluggishly, but it slowly disappears off to the north in a northerly direction.
I say, hey, water's heading north, so deeper in. And we don't see like ping up anywhere else. It's just like slowly meanders off that way.
Yeah.
I say, so this is an option, if we want to try and bypass some of all this shit.
So what's Luhai and Obol doing? So he stood in front of this this big devil
Push him in.
face. So it's a huge, takes up almost the entire height of the entirety of the wall. It's like a bas relief of a bearded devil face, and the devil's open mouth is a well of complete, impenetrable darkness.
Well, nope. Interested.
You what?
Not interested.
Not interested. Very well. Let's move Cade up. Still no lucky, Svan?
No, because I don't know, it says something. I'm trying to enter Foundry, but I would ruin the game if we start, doing this now, because it says
It won't affect anything else.
it says your account was registered using a sign-in provider. To enable passwords login, sign in using a provider. Then set a password under your user profile. I don't know what a sign-in provider is.
So it'll be a Gmail account.
Yeah, I asked. It says password is incorrect, so I just asked for a new password on Gmail, but it hasn't arrived yet. So basically, ignore me, okay? I'm not here, and we sort this out not in game time because it's.
Can you see on Twitch at least?
You mean the link?
No,
Twitch.
On Twitch.
Twitch TV.
I don't know. I don't have.
That's our stream, our live stream. You can see what everyone sees. I try to avoid it because I can see what Tackling sees when you look at it, but
No,
Sign in with Discord. With Discord, sorry.
Yes, you're right. I did sign in with Discord. You're right.
You are saying I signed in with Discord, not with Google.
Yep.
Fuck's sake. I hate technology, sorry.
It's all right.
Can't remember any of it.
Okay, so what are you doing? So, Fafuk, you're stood above this grate, this rusty iron grate. Obald and Luhai, you're stood in front of this this carved devil face, and Tackling, you're stood at the
Right.
edge by this balcony that just like this staircase, massive staircase that just disappears into the bowels of this this tomb.
I, using my mage hand and rock trick, I check the blocks in front of me, the squares, and then I'll move forward while carefully checking to see if there are any sort of more traps ahead. So I'll try and check it twice if that makes any sense.
Yep, okay. And what about everybody else?
Something moving in that room.
Light.
Radiating.
What about everybody else?
I'm going to just wait until they've conducted their investigations before fall down the literal rabbit hole.
Okay, so you two go in foreign for Fook. And I'll leave Cade where he is for now.
Found is loading.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yay! So there you
Who's
go.
back?
Write it down.
Okay,
Discord. Signed in with Discord.
So did one of you send me a link on Discord or what? Or was it my making? I
It
don't
would have
even
been
know.
you. It would have been your. It would have been you that signed in through Discord.
Fuck, half an hour. I've been out of the game for half an hour.
So right, deep breath. It's done. Deep breath. Now lock into your memory banks. Click on link in Discord, and there you are.
He's in.
Next
He's in
time.
already. He's in.
No. I know. I just mean for next time, because next week you'll.
Because he's signed in to Forge
I
via
was signed
Discord.
in, and one of you told me because I didn't see anything refresh, and you kicked me out.
Yeah.
That's why it's.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I worry about it because I'm I don't know what I'm doing. First, second, I look stupid in the eyes of
No,
other
it's
people.
fun. It's fun. It's just deep breaths. Deep breaths.
It's fine.
All this will pass. I promise.
It's fine. Rightio. So, what's Cade doing then? So now you're back in control.
I look around to assess the situation because I have no idea what's going on.
So for Fook, Luhai, and Obald, as you can see, they've headed down the passageway to the west. At the end of the passageway is a huge 10-foot tall archway with a crystal window. That's what I said.
Okay, so can I do a kind of check to establish what the heck this is?
Yeah, so it's an arched crystal window, 6 feet wide and 10 feet high, and you can see through it. Well, you can't see. It's transparent, but you can't see it from there. You can't see what's through the other. Can't see what's through it. Can you do an Arcana check on the window? Did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to go up to the window and Tackling. You're on your lonesome on this balcony. Right. So for Fook, you're by the window now. So what are you doing?
Just checking the big crystal obvious trap thing. Stepping up to it, seeing if I can decipher any way of opening it. If it's an obvious trap there. Trying to decide if it's worth spending 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic to see if there's anything obviously magical about it.
Okay. So the most immediate thing is you can, like I say, you can see through it into this room beyond. So you can see like a vault. It looks like a vaulted tomb that's overgrown with moss and creepers. Again, there's like more breaks in the cracks in the ceiling where bits of daylight and managed to like filter through. There's a stone sarcophagus of resting on a step dais in the middle of the floor. And on the wall behind the sarcophagus are two large statues of bears that are gripping a 5-foot diameter bronze disc that is embossed with a dozen glaring eyes. 6 desiccated corpses are slumped on thrones in niches along the walls. Each corpse wears a black mask made of paper mache and feathers.
What the fuck? Some random shit going on here. I relay to the rest the god awful craziness that is happening in this room.
Don the mask. Tackle him,
Yeah,
shout
that's
down.
exactly what I'm thinking. You know what?
So Cade gets up to the
Sorry,
mirror,
yeah.
catches up at this point. What were you saying? Did you say you're doing an Arcana check? Did you say,
Yeah,
Cade?
I rolled the 18, but my VTT is not connected to it, and it's just, it's not my day. It's.
So,
So
I know I
18.
lost
are
the
you
screen again.
so Istvan, are you logged into the actual Foundry? Yeah.
Yeah, I was, but when I go back to the D&D Beyond, I lose the Foundry page, and I restarted it 3 times since. I'm in and out of the Foundry, because
So my
when I put it down on a small window, it just disappears.
Right. So my question is, are you logged into Foundry right now?
I'm on the launch screen.
Oh, right. Okay.
To launch the game. I'm inside Foundry, but it says launch the game. And then when I launch it, I can see what's going on. However, if I go back to D&D Beyond to do a roll, it disappears. So ignore me, just play, because I'll just ruin the whole game.
Leave D&D Beyond alone.
No, because
D&D
I use D&D Beyond on everything. And
No. Yeah, but the point is, in this game, it just doesn't work. I don't know why not.
It does work. It did work until I was told to refresh Foundry at 10 p.m.
Okay.
It did work up to that point.
I'll accept full responsibility for telling you to refresh at 10 o'clock then.
No.
So-
I didn't see Foundry. The whole screen was black. So just play without me, guys. Okay, sorry.
Fook will try and decipher how to open the crystal door.
Okay, so so Cade, you're studying as well, so you can't, you don't detect anything. You don't. There's nothing obviously arcane or magical about it. No, whether it radiates any kind of magic or not is another matter. But there's nothing. There's no obvious magical nature about it.
For Fook, seeing the masks and getting Tacklin's refresh about put on the mask, will, for the first time in I think ever, use his disguise background. I don't know what you call it. Skill background. Toolkit. Disguise toolkit.
Okay.
And mock up a mask.
Okay, so you have to make a tool check.
I do?
Yeah.
Fuck me. How'd you do that?
Where is it now? It's what's a toolkit check? I think it's a
I'm
wisdom.
looking under feet. It's not under features. Oh wait, there's back. No, it's not under
Pardon me.
features.
I believe toolkit.
Uh,
That would be a wisdom
biography.
check, I think.
Wisdom. Oh, cool.
Wisdom, and you get to use because you're proficient with it, so you get it's a wisdom check with proficiency basically, but you do it as a blind roll.
Public roll, blind GM roll.
Yeah.
What's the formula? It's just I don't know what I'm adding.
It's a
Just
D20.
wisdom.
It's a wisdom. So it's wisdom check, and you can add your proficiency bonus on because you got proficiency with that toolkit.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Wisdom modifier. Surely.
Yeah, you get your wisdom modifier. So just roll a wisdom Just roll a wisdom check, and then add your
And
proficiency
then it's
bonus
add
on.
+3.
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever
no,
your proficiency
+4.
bonus is. Yeah.
Okay, right, cool. I have to just modify situation.
Yeah. Or you
Cool.
could. Yeah. Just yeah.
Okay, rolled it.
Okay. Very good.
I turn to the others and say, "How'd I look? Do I look like I'm wearing a proper mask?"
So it looks like, well, it's probably gonna take you a while to do it. It's not just like a
Oh, right.
10-second job.
But I will ask the others to tell me
Yes.
whether I look like it's actually working or not.
So while for folks trying to cobble together imitation of one of these masks, what's everybody else doing?
I don't want to leave too far, but there's lots of.
Don't
No,
be lured away.
I'm not. I'm coming back. I'm gonna come back.
Just 5 more foot.
I'm gonna come and join everybody else.
Don't do an obold on us. I'm just
Yeah.
going scouting. Like 5 dead bodies later, we're in the middle of the bloody night faint.
I'll move over to the master thing, and I'll move to investigate since the monks weren't bothered. I'll see if there's anything I can glean from this.
So what are you going to do?
And then I'll tell for
What are you
folk his
doing
mask looks
exactly?
great.
What are you doing
So
exactly?
can you throw that picture back up?
Yes, I can throw that picture back up. 1 second. There it is. Show to all.
I know who we lost. Lee, you there?
Still in Foundry.
Oh, it's back.
Yep.
It's back.
So,
Oh, okay. Istvan, you there?
do we You said that we recognise the thing from the gag from the
Yeah, so it's the
gargoyles,
same
yeah?
face that's on the gargoyles.
And the gargoyles attacked us from up on high, yeah? When we
Yeah.
tried coming down. Is there anything wrong with the eyes? Are the eyes that can be pressed, or can I stick something in his ear, or pull his horns, or anything like that?
Nope. So there's just this like I say, it's well, like seeing the picture. It's just this mouth open. The whole thing's just a bas relief. Nothing moves. Nothing thing. There's just this like open gaping mouth with this black void that you can't see into, even with your enhanced vision.
I could cast a Vine Whip inside it. See what happens. Not Vine Whip, that's Pokemon. Thorn Whip.
That's funny.
No,
You
I'll
need a
ignore
target. You need a target though for that.
Okay, fine. I'll ignore it and just move over to these.
Okay. Very well.
Creepy demon face.
So what's Luhai and Obald and Cade doing?
Oh, what's Fafu doing?
He's trying to make a mask at the minute. He's trying to make a replica of this mask. These masks he can see through the window. Do you want to go and have a look through the window? If you didn't hear the description.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Okay. Right. So through the window, let's move you forward. So through the window, you can see a vaulted tomb that is overgrown with moss and creepers. A stone sarcophagus rests on a step dais in the middle of the floor. On the wall behind the sarcophagus, 2 large statues of bears grip a 5-foot diameter bronze disc embossed with a dozen glaring eyes. 6 desiccated corpses slump on thrones in niches along the walls. Each corpse wears a black mask made of paper mache and feathers. Probably like to move you down a little bit. No.
So, I mean, once Fook finishes up his mask and gets some feedback from his pals over whether it looks decent or not, obviously work on it a bit more or not, and then sort of say, okay, well, dudes, I mean, I think there looks like some cool shit in there, so I'm thinking I cast Detect Magic as a ritual. Takes 10 minutes. And then head in for a quick scout about and see if we can grab any goodies that may or may not help us further along.
Yep, I agree. If you are going to go in, then you need to be wearing the mask if everybody else is. Don the mask or be seen.
Original description, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad Dan mentioned it because I had forgotten, and then when I thought masks, I was like, ooh, yeah. Right, so that's what Fook does: cast Detect Magic, which has a range of 30 foot.
Okay, it doesn't penetrate. It won't penetrate beyond this window.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry.
One stands between them.
And the window itself does not radiate any magic at all.
I sort of mentioned this in a surprised way to the rest and try and push it open.
It does not open.
Try and pull it open.
Nope, appears to be no means of opening it. Doesn't. You can't see any sign of hinges or anything.
Interesting. I pick up a big rock and try and send it through the crystal door. Crystal window, rather.
Okay.
I'll take a step back first.
Okay, what's everybody else doing? What's
Yeah,
everybody
get out
else
of the
doing?
way.
Yeah, getting back out of the way. Go, move yourself back. Move yourself to where you're moving.
Get out of the way.
Move yourself to where you're moving yourself there to then.
I like behind demon face. Shit.
Where does Kate want to be? Do you want to move back a bit? I can move you.
Before you smash the window, is there anything on the window? Did you say there were?
Well, I checked and
We can
checked,
see
and I was told there was nothing in
It's an
particular.
arched crystal
like-
window, 6 feet
just
wide
like
and 10
colours.
feet high.
just like colours. It's not like stained glass at all, no?
No,
It's not depicting anything. Okay.
Well, my assumption is that actually it's going to be unbreakable, and that we're going to have to go the long way around to get in there.
Okay, so if you want to try and smash it, you have to make an attack roll just like you do anything else.
Cool.
So we're using a rock to try and smash it.
Yeah, well, I've only got pointy weapons, and they seem to be less likely to.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
What do I do with a plain old attack? It's like a strength. No,
It's
I'll
yeah.
throw a rock.
It's so it's just a strength check. You're not proficient with not be proficient with it, so you can't have your proficiency bonus. So it's just strength. It's just so it's just a strength check.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
I shot put something at the
Okay,
window.
right. That's enough to like actually hit it to potentially damage it. So yeah, so you can roll for with a rock. What's going to be about 1d4 plus your strength bonus.
3.
Plus your strength bonus.
3.
Oh, okay, right. It doesn't even make a mark. Doesn't even mark it.
Okay. So those guys not strong enough to smash this. Do we want to skip it? Try it later. Come back
Yeah,
later.
the only other thing I'll just throw out there is the line "don the mask or be seen." So I don't know. Do we think like I don't know. I've got fairy fire that would light you up like a little Christmas tree, but I don't really. I always think that's like an offensive spell. It's not something you cast on somebody to be seen.
Well, I think if we want to smash this window, we're going to have to do a lot of damage because it's clearly quite tough. I mean, But the question is, do we want to smash this window, or do we just want to follow the
We don't know
stair?
enough about it. I think whatever's behind there, it might be like, oh, as you're coming back out of this place, grab it, and like a here's your reward sort of thing. But yeah, that's just RPG talking.
Yeah, well, if no one else has sort of got a sort of a lust for getting in there, then Fafuk will shrug and say, "Yeah, okay, I'll tuck the mask into a pouch, and maybe we'll get to use it later."
Okay.
Take a look at the pool of darkness. Fafuk's first thought is, why don't we tie something to a rope and toss it in there and see what happens?
I think end of my staffing. See what happened.
Nothing. You just can't see. You push staff in as soon as you can't. Yeah, as soon as you stick the staff in, you can't see it at all.
Can you feel anything?
There's nothing inside.
So you can wave it around. You can feel and hear the like staff as you like move it. So to swing it back and forth. You can hear it clapping against stone, but there's appears to be like some kind of space at the back, beyond this beyond the mouth.
Ooh.
Is it marked the staff out or damaged it?
Nope.
Don the mask.
You say
this is the mask. What mask did you make? The fool. Is it the one that they were wearing in there? Is it the same as what this guy looks like?
No.
Yeah, I'd have generally tried to model on the masks on the skeletons. Is what I would have tried to
how
do.
big is
Sorry.
How big is the opening, Phil?
How big is the opening? It's wide enough for a medium or a small creature, a sort of medium or smaller creature to crawl through.
If only we had a medium or small creature.
Everybody's
That's all of us. That's all of us, Smart Alec.
Yeah.
I was thinking more myself, to be honest. I'm not going through that dark hole. That's not happening.
Trying to see, what do I have?
And
Is this darkness
Ballsy.
magical? Sorry, I cast detect magic earlier. Is this darkness magical? I assume we're holding lights up to it, and it's just
So
not
detect
doing
magic. It radiates illusion magic over the entire thing.
Oh, the entire thing, including the head.
Yeah. There's an aura of illusion magic over the face.
Oh, I
Something.
tell everyone this.
Bring something up in it.
I tell everyone there's illusion magic here. I try to touch it and sort of disbelieve what it is. Maybe it'll reveal to me what it really is.
So it's definitely solid. The face itself appears solid and real.
Oh, right. So not the whole thing. The thing
darkness.
inside it. The darkness.
This aura of illusion magic radiates from the entire face, but touching like it seems real and solid.
I have a terrible idea. I'm going to run it by you. I'm going to stick my face in its mouth, and then see if that's like donning the mask, to see if something happens to my face.
Well, why don't you do it wearing the mask? Yeah,
So
mate.
you do that. All bold see inside it. This pendant that he's wearing.
No.
What's this pendant doing? Is this pendant reacting at all to anything?
No. Not doing anything.
I think it just revealed.
To reveal the entrance, didn't it?
Yeah, but I find it hard to believe that's all it's going to do. Maybe we should keep it in mind. It's a good shout, actually. I'd forgot about that.
Okay, I'm going
Yeah,
to try something. I can try
Right.
something, but it's going to burn my 4th level spell, and then I think it's probably really good idea to camp out for a long rest. I can cast Dispel Magic at level 4 and see if it does anything.
On the window.
No, on the skull thing.
Okay.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'll cast Dispel Magic
Okay.
at level 4.
Right, you cast Dispel Magic. As you do, the darkness disappears from the gaping maw, revealing
Sorry, I'm trying
a space beyond.
Way. It's the first time a Dispel Magic of mine actually did anything. What's in the space? Is it big enough to shove Cade into?
So as you peer, as you sort of crouch slightly to peer through, something detaches itself from the darkness at the back of this space,
Oh, poop.
and a living shadow like hurtles out of the mouth and attacks you.
Poop. Ah.
Turn it, turn it, turn it. Turned it.
I don't know, maybe it's friendly.
Yeah.
Imagine if you crawled in there. Imagine if you'd actually crawled in there.
I think that'll be
I
the
mean-
next objective.
I mean, that would have been tragic and funny at the same time. Initiative, then, I suppose, Phil?
So it's a winged humanoid figure we've noticed, but its lower half trails away to just like a wisp of shadow, and it's just completely black with like ragged, shadowy like wings emerging from its back, and horns, horns from like growing from its forehead, but the whole thing's sort of like indistinct, and its outlines are um, slightly blurred.
Well, shit.
That's fairy fire on it.
Initiative?
Yeah.
Yes.
So who's at attack? All of us.
Well, it goes for you first.
Who, me? Why me?
Yes.
Come on, Luzai, roll something decent for once, you bastard.
20, anything will do.
You've been rolling like shit for like 2 sessions. Roll something good.
I know, tell me about it.
Istvan,
Oh,
do you want me to roll initiative for you?
oh anyway. 19.
I can't hear Istvan, so I'm just going to hit the initiative. Oh my god. Yay, Luzai comes in with a 22. Just need Obold. Can you click Obolds?
I
Lee?
forgot.
Okay. Someone kill it before it gets to me.
Me.
Right.
Right
God,
on.
I'm lost.
Me. What are you doing then?
I'm gonna move up there and attack it.
Very well. Go on then.
They're laggy. I'm gonna use Flurry of Blows, Phil.
Okay. Okay, right,
that's
that's
a
a hit.
hit.
Yes, that's hit. Okay, right, surprisingly, as incorporeal as it looks, your fist makes contact with it.
Me. Can't the monks hit
That's
like magic? Don't they have monks have magical fists now or something?
I think so, yeah.
Got it at level 6.
Cool.
I'll make that a stunning strike, Phil.
Okay,
You should save a DC 16.
okay, it has no effect.
Oh, we can see the shadow demon roll, by the way. You're rolling in the open.
Oh dear, why is that? Oh, I've set my thing to a public roll. That's bad. So yeah, it has no effect.
Still uninjured, Phil.
Sorry? What?
Injured.
Still uninjured.
Was it injured by the punch?
Yes. Well, 8 damage. That it?
Flurry of blows, I think it was.
Come on then.
Wait for you.
I'm not attacking, you're attacking. Right, that's a miss.
That's character. I like how I just walk this thing up and then just immediately start to beat shit out of it without even talking to it.
Okay, right, strike it this time.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
11 points of damage.
Okay, right. Batter it again.
No attack.
And hit it again.
I'm surprised as well. I mean, Phil.
Okay. Right, so you need to like punch through it, like as if you're like punching holes through a bank of fog or something. It,
And I can
tears
force
into it
it.
like tattered fabric. Sorry?
Yeah, well, it's and
What?
I can disable its reaction.
Can disable its reaction.
Oh,
Is that a monk ability or something?
Hello? Yeah, can what? Disable its reaction how? Hello?
We can't hear you, Lee.
God, it's fucking really laggy.
You check your settings, your Foundry settings.
I
Oh,
think it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's
dropped out. He's back again.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Lee?
I feel like we're at a seance every time this happens.
Hello.
Hello.
So you're saying something about depriving it of its reaction. How are you doing
Yes,
that?
I can disable its reactions
How are you doing that?
by the flurry of blows.
Right, is that automatic or is it a save?
It's automatic.
Right, okay.
Wow.
Since I can't knock it down, I'm guessing I can't knock it down.
No, it's flying, so or floating rather.
3 actions I can take. I can either knock something down, knock something backwards, or disable its reactions.
Well, it's up to you, so what do you want to try and do? You want to
Disable
disable
its
its...
reactions.
Right, fair enough. Righto. Okay, is that your last attack?
Yep.
Yep, rightio. Right, in which case it disengages and flies through the wall.
Oh, can we all take attacks on it because it's flying away from us?
No, it disengages.
Oh, right, okay. Damn it. Oh, well.
Yeah, that's it. Press the begin combat button. Well, let's begin end combat.
Wow. Anything left in this big open mouth, or was it just like...
Is there anything in there? So peering inside, it is just this like alcove, this empty alcove.
Oh, disappointing. Okay. Well, I mean, considering the state of my spell slots for Fook, would highly recommend we have a long rest.
Already?
Yeah, I know you're at full hit points, but some of us are halfway not, plus no spells.
Alright. Probably healed up. I
Sorry,
forgot
say
about that.
again. Yeah. I dropped a lot of spell slots, making sure everyone else was fine. I've literally one level 2. I've one level 3, one level 2, and one level 1. So I'm at
Yeah, if you want to rest, I'm all for it.
yeah. So where do we go? Do we head all the way back out again, or do we try and camp out in this?
No, head out. Definitely not inside.
Okay. Right. Well, I think that sounds sensible. What do you guys think? Get ourselves out of here.
I'm not so sure. Can we not just cast Lehman's Tiny Hut?
Do we have space to cast it in here?
What's the radius of it? Is it 20 feet? Isn't it?
10 foot, no?
10-foot radius? No, so it's like it's too big. It's too big. Well, too big for these corridors.
So we have to go back to the surface.
Right. Oh, whoa. So
That's one round's movement.
yeah, it is indeed. But
Someone slammed the door on me.
the corridor's sealed.
Where is it now? Fine. So we're gonna have to camp in here without Lehman's tiny hut. Okay, it's locked. It's sealed.
Like panels, like the stone panels, like just slid back up into place.
And there's no way to open it from this side.
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's not particularly surprising. There we are.
Entombed.
Well, not yet. Right. Stupid bastards have locked us in here with them. We'll have to make them pay now.
Oh, rock to mud spell.
Well, I mean, if we're stuck here, we may as well go take a look at this balcony thing that Tacklin was interested in.
Love
We
that rock
actually
to mud
see-
spell. Get your own corridors.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that?
Rock to mud.
Oh, rock to
The ro-
mud.
The rock to mud spell, you can create your own corridors.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Holy shit. So there's a big dark space in front of Fook. I can't see anything beyond some stairs and some patches of light in the distance.
So you're the rest of you moving up?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to find a
Yeah.
suitable spot to camp. Oh, when Luzai showed up, suddenly there was light.
Yeah, he's carrying his torch.
Eh.
So, a grand chamber opens up ahead, 50 feet across and plunging down into darkness below. A stone balcony winds around the walls to connect to 4 archways. Other balconies are visible below with corridors radiating off in all directions. To the north, a stone staircase begins its descent to the lower levels.
Right, for Fook will cast light on a rock and toss it down into the darkness to see how far down it goes. And wake up any nasties that are waiting for us, of course.
Okay, right.
Weird.
So, so you toss rock off and it drops. It falls as it plummets down. It drops about 100 feet or so, and you see it passes by about 3 or 4 balconies.
Okay. And then hits the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So about 100 foot down. The lights, these patches of light you talked about, can everyone else see that there's like patches of light in the distance ahead of us? Off to the right.
Should be able
Can
to.
everyone else see that?
I can, yeah.
If I click on that door, will that open?
No, anymore.
That's why I asked first. Is there's not enough space here to set up Lehman's tiny hut, is there?
No. You need 20-foot square spot at least. Because it's 10-foot radius, isn't it?
So the light stone I tossed over the edge, I assume it got all the way to the bottom. Is that a nice big flat open space?
There is.
So if we all take a running jump, I've got Featherfall. We could float down to the big open spot at the bottom and then cast Lehman's tiny hut down there. What do you guys think?
Fine by me. Fine by me.
What does the druid think? Come on, big running jump, all of us over the edge.
I think it's a terrible idea, but I'm not against it.
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything. Said that about the gargoyles.
Well, I mean, it's that or we walk down these stairs and every single step around every single flight.
Oh, sorry.
All the way down.
So yeah, I missed a thing here. So,
This don't sound
the
good.
stone hits the like it goes down, then it does go further. It drops down a pit like a shaft. When it so it falls, and you see about 3 or 4 of the balconies as it drops down, and then as it reaches the floor of the it goes past it. You see it falls down a pit and disappears from sight.
Cast another one. I mean, it's like free light. It just bing.
Just because it's the end of our gaming session don't mean we have to take a long rest, does it? We could just pick this up next week and try and figure it out. Clearer heads prevail as opposed to tired, achy eyes. So we don't have to rest up at this moment in time. I reckon we
do it
see
next
what the
time.
group wants to do. Yeah. If we want to just take a long rest next time.
It's sort of right in the distance. You can't tell how far away it is, but you can see the light from the stone, and it's the light from that's on this that you cast on the stone is all diffused, and you can see this like yellowish green miasma.
Ooh.
Oh, like a gas or a smoke.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
If we miss like a solid footing on the landing, plus we might not have a solid enough patch of floor to put Lehman's tiny hut on if we jump over the edge. That was good to know. Right, let's draw something. Can I colour lines so we can see all this weird shit is down here? There we go. Weird shit down there. It's my version of fog. Alright, well, shall we call it a night then? And
That's probably a reasonable place to leave it till